Good morning, athletes. It's week 6, day 1. Welcome back to the Barn Theatre live disco fitness with myself, Dave from CrossFit Cirencester, aka Coach Disco.
And I'm Anna, and thank you for joining us again. We are on week 6 now, so we've gone through 5 weeks of learning so many different skills, and then this week we're going to focus on putting everything together.
It's like classics week.
Yeah.
So the structure of today's session, we're going to go through a slightly longer workout day, something we haven't done since probably the Star Wars workout. I think we'll last in a long one like this. It'll be a good fun workout for you, nice little challenge. So it'll be warm up, we'll go through and make sure you're happy with some of the extra bits and pieces before we then hit the Metcon itself. The Metcon is 18 minutes today, 18 minutes in duration, but you'll get little breaks in between, depending on how quickly you work. Our quote today, you find the good, it's all around you. You find it, showcase it, and you'll start believing it. Good words for tricky times.
Absolutely.
Right, general warm-up to begin. So taking hold of your own hands, wrist circles. We're going to whiz this one today. Not much chatting between this one. Down to the elbows, some elbow circles. Change direction. Shoulder circles. And then forwards. Shoulder taps. Hands outside for Shakiras. Make those shoulders nice and warm today. Equal legs in a second as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's go across the opposite side. We can give ourselves a hug. Up and back, down and back. Torso rotations. Hip circles. So we're going to take out the iron cross and scorpion there, because we're actually going to use that in a part of our warm-up in a second. Change direction. Down to the knees. And change. Let's go for an ankle at a time. And the other foot. So we're going to our knee now. So we're taking out the scorpions and the iron cross. Monkey pose. We're going to go hands on the floor and mobilise that hip and ankle. It'll be quite important for our Metcon. Let's change sides. Monkey pose again. Again, hands down, mobilise that hip and ankle. Flip-flops. Close now, team. Flip those knees over, keep the feet anchored to the floor. Holding our shoes. Bottom down, bottom up. 5 reps. And some arabesques. Let's do 5 per side. Last one. So the way our next little warm-up is going to work out is going to allocate 20 seconds on the clock, 10 seconds to transition from the movements. We're starting with our dive bomb push-ups. We're going to start all from our hands and knees. Unless you're a bit of a ninja, you can start on your toes. I'll pop on 20 seconds on the clock. And we get 10 seconds worth of rest to transition. Athletes, so hands and knees to begin with. Oh, hasn't started. Something again. There we go. Dive bomb push-ups coming up. So I'll do it from the side, hands do it from the front. So we dive bomb the floor. When that clock beeps, get a little breather. So next we're going to all lie on our front, ready for our scorpions. Again, take your time on these. It's just a warm, it's not a race. Again, we're working to the clock. What's a range of motion that's challenging for you? We're going to stay on our front. We're going to do our surface as part of our prone shoulder sequence from a couple of weeks back. So press it position, simply lifting your hands off the ground. Well done. So if you want to, you can stay on your knees for these dive bomb push-ups. If you think you're ready to go up to the harder scale, we'll try from our toes. We're back into our scorpions again. Make sure these abs are nice and hips are nicely mobilized. So then we come up to our W's. Feel like being a skydiver. So it's a W shape through your body. Palms and elbows lifting up this time. You'll notice that Anna's range of motion is much larger than mine. Again, keep working to the beat. Good news, athletes, 1 round to go. We got a little WOD briefing then for the workout. All on target. Dive bomb push-ups. Let's try and get everyone onto those toes if they can. Otherwise, use the scale that Anna's using. Back to our scorpions, and we'll finish up with some Ys. So sternum in front, Ys to finish up, arms out straight overhead. Here we go. And then relax, athletes. So I'm going to quickly whiz you through this briefing on the workout. I'll change the clock over. So, pretty straightforward workout today. We're going to descending ladder, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 of 2 movements to begin with. We have 8 minutes to complete the work. So it's the largest set. And the movements are sprint mountain climbers, which look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm only counting my right leg. If it feels too hard, count both, and obviously you'll get enough of a rest.
Then into your air squats, same number.
So hopefully again you can see that pattern.
Yeah, and just making sure that, again, with the squat that we learned, I think was in week 2, that you're getting your bum below those knees and keeping your chest nice and high.
So you'll have 8 minutes to complete that amount of work. Then go to the second part, which is from 8 minutes to minute 14 on the clock. So you have 6 minutes to do sprint mountain climbers again. And our second exercise, which is the press up.
Yeah. So your scale for this one will just be dropping down to your knees. But this time you are starting from 40, not 50. So it will be a 40, 30, 20, 10.
Pretty straightforward. So 6 minutes to complete that. And you have one final workout to finish before the clock runs out.
So again, you have your sprint mountain climbers, but this time your second movement is the burpee. So we've used the burpee quite a lot throughout these last 5 weeks. So demo. And of course, your scale version is you can just take all the jumping and impact out. But this time, that scale will be even lower. Because you have less time, it will be a 30, 20, 10. Now, if you're really, really speedy and you finish before we move on to the next segment, you just get to rest.
Yep, so you get bonus rest time for being an elite athlete.
But if you don't finish, it doesn't matter. When we move on to the next ladder, you will be moving on as well.
So again, it's 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, the first block. 40, 30, 20, 10, and finally a 30, 20, 10.
And don't worry, we will be doing it with you, so if you get a little bit lost and confused, we'll keep telling you what you're doing.
Look at your screen and we'll be doing exactly the same thing as you guys.
So like always, we will be sharing the work, so we will be breaking it up a little bit differently probably than you'll be at home, so just break it up when you need to.
Athletes, this is your 10-second warning.
So we're about to start the workout, guys.
Sprint mountain climbers and air squats.
You starting?
I'll start if you like, yeah, that's good.
So you're starting with 50. Let's go. So if that is a little bit too fast for you, you can just slow the pace right down and just use step mountain climbers. So after 50 of these, we are moving into our air squats. How many is that?
25.
25.
So again, it's quite a good little exercise. It gets you pretty out of breath. It works with quite a long range of motion, and you'll see the accumulation of fatigue build up in the shoulders. Could be headband time.
Okay, that's 50, so we're moving on to our air squats. So remember, we have 8 minutes to complete this ladder. We'll get as far as you can. How many are you doing?
25 maybe?
Okay. So remember, if you need to, you can always use a seat or a chair to help lower yourself down if you don't feel comfortable or confident that you're getting low enough with the air squat.
That's 25. So this will be known as a couplet. We're only doing 2 exercises. I'll fly through these pretty quickly. So I get my headband on. Once you finish your 50 air squats, back into the 40 sprint mountain climbers.
Okay.
That's quick, well done.
So 40 mountain climbers. So we've just done 2 minutes of work. So we still have 6 minutes to finish.
Twenty. Woo. Right, running on the spot, rotating the weight to the arms. Good challenge. So it's around 40. So we're doing 20 each.
Okay. So into your 20 squats each. So it's 40 in total.
18, 19, 20. So hand over to the next 20. That'll complete our round of 40. Next place goes to 30s. Hope you can see a pattern. Exercise and math all at once.
Okay, that's 20.
Well done.
So we're on to 30s.
So as mountain climbers, obviously, as always, challenge yourself by working the maximum range of motion you can safely, under control.
Okay, into our squats. So we've got 2 minutes left. Well, actually 4 minutes left.
Yep.
So we've still got a lot of time.
Obviously, we're sharing the work. Once you finish the 30s, down to the 20s. If you guys are keeping up with us, you're doing a very good job.
Okay, into the 20s. Back to the mountain climbers first.
So we said mountain climbers hitting pretty much everything. Shoulders for that stability, obviously forearms, a lot of abs.
Into the squats.
All your legs. Chest. That's 10.
Okay, into your last round of this block.
That's 5.
Squats.
That's 5. And time
Okay.
for us. 6:18.
So we rest
Well done. You get a high five.
until our next block.
It's about 9 seconds of recovery if you finish with us. Otherwise,
So
keep
let's
going.
recap that next block of work. 40, 30, 20, 10 of your mountain climbers and push-ups. That is coming next.
So this will be a good little tell to see how if you've paced yourself in this first round, because now you're doing 2 exercises that are required to be in a front support.
Yeah.
So hopefully not in the red at the moment.
We have less time for this block of work,
It's only 6 minutes.
so we just see how far we can get.
There's 100 less reps, so 100 fewer reps than last round.
So we have a minute left.
Minute to go. Good job, athletes. So keep fighting for every single rep. Again, if you're joining us in class, we'd give you a time penalty. For every rep remaining, we add on to your time at the end.
Okay, do you want me to start or you to start?
You can start, Tom. That's fine. This is the push-up. We've done a lot of push-ups recently.
Well, we're starting with the mountain climbers.
30 seconds, athletes. So this round against it's 40, 30, 20, 10. Mountain climbers are sprint ones, counting the right leg, and the push-ups. Choose an appropriate scale. Here we go, 15 seconds. The clock will just tick over in 10. Stand by. Maybe if you haven't finished yet, take a quick breather, 5 seconds. Off we go. If you find these really hard, you can use a chair, pop your hands on the chair and do exactly the same thing on a chair. So you're much more upright. That'll give you a bit of a break on the shoulders as well.
Okay, that's 20.
This starts.
So remember, our second movement is the press up. So you can do this on your toes or your knees.
I think blocks 10s for these.
Yeah.
So we're going to break our push-ups down into blocks of 10s. I've done lots of work like this before. 20s are just a few too many. And it all adds up.
Oh, it does.
How many was that?
It's 10.
10, good job.
Now, at any point, you can come down to your knees because it is a lot of volume on these press-ups, especially if you're not used to it. So just like this.
And again, if this is still too hard, you can do it against the wall. So standing upright, pressing on the wall.
Okay, 10 to go. Then we're back into the mountain climbers. So on 30 next.
All yours. This is a 6-minute round. We're going to minute 14 on the clock. 1-4.
Okay, it's 15.
15.
So into 30 press-ups next. So I'm going to do mine in 5s now.
Okay.
So that's 15.
Halfway.
These actually.
Again, make sure you scale appropriately. We'd rather keep you moving than have you stop.
So that's 20.
Big
So we've got
breathers.
10 left in this block. And then we're on to 20 mountain climbers. That's how we're doing for time. Got until minute 14. We've got 2 minutes left.
We've saved the best till last. The mountain climbers and burpees.
It's 10. So that's 5. Five left.
It's 5 to go. Making quite challenging now.
Okay, we're on to a round of 10. 10.
Five, Rana.
Okay.
All done.
So we get to rest. We've got till minute 14. And then you're moving on to your final block. So your final block is 30, 20, 10 of the mountain climbers, but this time into burpees. But you have even less time.
Only 4 minutes this time.
So we've got to move.
And all those muscles now are fatigued. Done that deliberately, of course.
Okay, keep going, guys, if you're still working.
1 minute. Suitably sweaty now. There's a 1 minute marker, team.
Yeah.
Keep going, athletes. 30, 20, 10 coming up next. 15 and 5s to the burpee, what are you thinking?
Yes, I think 5s.
Last 5s. 40 seconds. So this last round, we fatigued all those muscle groups. Your legs are going to be a little bit tired from the squats. Your arms will most definitely be tired from the push-ups. So if you need to scale those burpees, don't be trying to scale like I said before. We'd rather you kept moving and ease your scale and have to stop by doing the harder scale.
So 20 seconds, and then we're starting with 30 of the mountain climbers.
Ten seconds, athletes, 10 seconds. Again, if you haven't finished now, quick 5-second breather.
Okay.
Off we go. Minute 14.
Okay, so that's 15. We're moving into 30 burpees.
So we're going to break it down to blocks of 5. So we're nice and efficient that way.
Okay, it's 5. So if you need to, you can scale this. We're just taking out the jumps, just walking yourself down.
Hope you haven't had their breakfast fairly this morning. I can feel mine about here at the moment.
15.
There we go. So we're on the last 10 burpees of the 30s.
Okay, 5 to go. Then we're into our round of 20 on the mountain climbers first.
Go! 2 minutes, team.
That's 10.
$20. Ends in sight now.
It's 5. Oh. 1 minute 15 left. Oh, it's going to be close. Very close.
Good programming. Go! Oh, it's going to be very close, indeed.
Okay, 5 to go. Oh, this is going to be really tight. I'm going to have to just do all 10.
Go.
Go. This is going to be so close. Good, 2, 3, 4,
Go.
5.
Oh, it's going to be very tight. 10 seconds.
Oh God.
And time. Hold on.
Oh God.
Very good. Time, team, time.
Breathe.
Woo. Love that kind of workout.
I don't.
Assume the recovery position. Okay, athletes, let's do a little bit of stretch out. A lot of arms today. So we're going to take the hand down the back, put on the elbow, triceps. Let your breathing come down. Let's switch sides. Again, a lot of chest today. Just stuff the chest in a second.
Heart
So
rate.
hands behind the back. What was the heart rate?
131.
Woo. So fair play if you finish that one today on your own.
Yeah, that would have been a really tough workout to do alone. So don't worry if you didn't finish it. You're not supposed to. And forwards, last one. Can you do chest?
Yep.
Back. We did the chest, so we need to do the back.
Again, if you guys have a little bit of extra time, definitely worthwhile doing your hips as well.
Yes, we're just running out of time.
Very sweaty now. Well done, you get a high five. You guys get virtual high five because that was superb. You finished out on your own, even if you did scaled. That's
Well
very
done, guys.
impressive. That's
That
one for the
was
bank.
a very long but very intense workout. As we're in week 6, things are going to be a little bit harder. We're going to push you a little bit more. So don't worry if you didn't finish that. You've done amazing, just take part. And we hope you join us again tomorrow for some more fun.
Yeah, thank you team. Keep supporting the barn. Give us a shout on CrossFit Cirencester on our Facebook and Instagram. We'll see how we can help you guys out.
Okay, bye guys.
Thank you team.